Happy Sunday. Hey, I wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about what I've. Well, first I'm gonna tell you this. I'm doing a giveaway on this stream right now. Today, I'm doing a giveaway. And let me tell you, there's Sherry Matthews. Hey, Sherry. You are amazing, amazing. Edwin Dearborn, how are you, bro? So listen, I'm going to do a giveaway on this stream. Sean Weatherby, how are you? So I want to let a few people come in, and then I'm going to tell you what my rules are for participating in this giveaway. Denise Swami. Denise has won a few things on my giveaway streams, haven't you, Denise? How are you? Good to see you. Eric Cornelius, how are you, bro? So, yeah, good afternoon. I'm sorry. I think I said good morning. Good afternoon. So, listen, it is morning, though, in other time zones. Philip Simonetta, how are you, bro? Bro, I was going through all of the Breakthrough Walls interviews, looking at the numbers. Philip, your video has had over 6,500 views. Johnny Wimbrey is second with 2,500 views, and that dude's been on the Steve Harvey show almost as many times as Steve Harvey's been on. I'm kidding. I think he's been on 3 or 4 different times. But anyway, so I'm creating a leaderboard. I see how you did it. I figured it out. That's awesome. I love how you did that. So I want to talk a little bit about you have your kids home from college. Awesome. Long time no see. What's up, Matt Smith? How you doing, bro? So I'm going to do a giveaway, and that giveaway is this right here, 10X Quote Book from Grant Cardone. Now, this is my copy of it. It's out of the plastic. It's amazing. I mean, it's absolutely an amazing little book. It's a hardback version, okay? I have one left in the package, in the wrapper. So I'm going to give that away, and I'm going to give a free copy of Lisa Copeland's book, Crushing Mediocrity, written with her and Renee Bangelsdorf. Crushing Mediocrity, 10 Ways to Rise Above the Status Quo. I'm going to give those 2 things away. A copy of Lisa's book and a copy of the 10X the 10X Quote Book. You can leave then if you want, but I'm gonna do more than a giveaway. I'm gonna share some value with you, some things that I've interviewed over 120 people on the Breakthrough Walls show, and I'll tell you, I have seen. I've had some amazing superstars, superstars on. Lisa Copeland, Johnny Wimbrey, Sharon Lecter, Bob Berg. I've had Philip Simonetta. I've had so many people. Like, it's insane. It is. Your dog ate your copy. Oh my goodness. So I've had a lot of people on, and I'll tell you, Velco's been on. What's up, Velco? How you doing, brother? So the power of being tenacious, like, so many people, I know people who start and stop things nonstop, different things. They'll try something for a minute and it starts getting tough or gets hard, and so they switch and they go to something else. Or, you've got to make a commitment to whatever it is. Danny Levin, he's been on as well. That man right there is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, tenacity. Too many people are out there thinking that it's going to be easy. They see, You know, somebody like my buddy Johnny Wimbrey. Johnny Wimbrey is one of the top people in the world for World Ventures. And it's like, it's insane. Like the guy, but you know, he didn't become a multi-millionaire overnight. Like he came from the hood. In fact, he has a book called From the Hood to Doing Good. Right there. Right there. So like, you know, he came from the hood, and by being tenacious, by continuing to push, the guy has reached incredible, insane levels of success. And that is how people reach success. They are tenacious. They don't move from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, just because it gets a little bit tough on one of them. So being tenacious is a thing. Fear. So fear is something that stops us all. Fear is something that stops us all. I've never gone skydiving. I'm not sure that I ever will. I'm not sure, because I have a fear of the parachute not opening. And it's a genuine fear. I'm not afraid of heights really at all, but jumping out of an airplane and hoping that the parachute opens. Sorry, my thing over here started talking to me. So, shut up. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Jiminy Christmas. So, hey, Mike Chavez, how are you? So let's go skydiving. Yeah, man, you know what? And someday I might do it, man. I might do it. But that's what I'm talking about. Those fears that hold us back from really getting what we want out of life. That's what I'm talking about. The most successful people I know, the people I've had on my show that I've interviewed that have reached multi-million dollar status. Like John Hamlin has a private jet, drives a freaking unbelievable Rolls Royce, has everything else. And he's, I know, it drives me crazy. Like she just starts talking. So, you know, John Hamlin, like, you know, and he said on my show, I forget what grade he left school, like 8th or 9th grade education level, and the guy has a private jet. He drives a Rolls Royce. He does, you know, again, there's another guy that, and he just announced that he just brought on as the president of his company, the former president of Rolls Royce. These are people that, look, we all have fears. We all have fears. Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, these people all have the same fears that we have. We have fears. They do, right? You've done that, right? We've all had massive fears, and we did it anyway. So when you have, you know, and of course there's got to be some calculation behind what you're going to do. You wouldn't want to jump out of an airplane without a parachute on your back, just hoping that some magical, like, fairy will show up and guide you to the ground. That's not going to happen. So that's not realistic. You have to calculate the risks you're going to take to a degree, but don't overthink them. Don't overthink what you're going to do. Don't overthink them. So that's big. Overcoming fear. And the fear most of the time is not even real. It's all made up. So start looking at what is holding you back. I know people that are afraid to pick up the phone and make a cold call. I've made so many cold calls in my life, it's crazy. I know people who are afraid to go out and knock on a door. I've knocked on so many doors my knuckles bled. Like, you've got to, like, the only way to overcome those fears. Hey, Aggie Hall. Aggie's been on the show. The only way to overcome those fears is to do. You have to take action. What's up, Tiki Davis? Dude, I've been meaning to reach out to you. I think we were talking. I want to have you on the show. So the only way you overcome those fears is you have to take action in the direction of what you're afraid of. If you're afraid to ask that guy or that girl out, do it. Do it anyway. If they say no, what have you lost? You didn't have them anyway. Like, you didn't lose anything. If you knock on somebody's door and they say no, they say, get the hell out of here, don't bug me, leave me alone, you didn't lose anything. You did not have that deal anyway. You did not have the deal anyway. You didn't lose anything by knocking on the door, picking up the phone and making that phone call, making those 100 phone calls. Well, what if I make 100 phone calls and they all say no? Okay, you still had, you didn't lose anything. You didn't have any of those 100 cold calls in the beginning. And if you didn't get any of them, then all that means is you're learning. And we've all heard the old thing about who the Edison inventing who invented the light bulb? Would somebody help me here? But that he tried 10,000 times, but he didn't see any of his failures as a failure. It wasn't a failure. He said, I just learned a way to not invent the light bulb. But along the way, he discovered some other things, other little inventions that he made that were useful in other capacities. So you let go of the fear. You got to let go of the fear that's holding you back. Another huge thing, big thing that I have noted with every single person that I have interviewed, they don't feel entitled. They do not feel entitled. Entitlement, in my opinion, is one of the biggest number one things that stops people from succeeding. Deep down inside somewhere, they feel like the world owes them something. Deep down inside somewhere. By the way, I'm doing a giveaway of the 10X quote book and Crushing Mediocrity. Grant Cardone's book, the 10X quote book, and Lisa Copeland's book, along with Renee Bangelsdorf. Here are the rules. Rule number 1, you have to stay on the stream. Rule number 2, you have to share this out. You have to share it out. You have to share this out. So, entitlement. Entitlement is a disease. I totally agree. So if you feel like you, in some way, because somebody hurt you as a child or somebody hurt you as an adult or somebody's caused some sort of pain in your life, that can cause people to feel entitled if they ever recover from that. You have to, hey, Ilana, how are you? You have to let go of any feelings of entitlement. The world does not owe you a thing. The world doesn't owe you anything. Nothing. And that's one of the things that I've noticed about the people in life. James Barber, how in the world are you? So that's one of the things I've noticed about the most successful people in life is that they do not feel entitled in any way. They do not feel like the world owes them anything, because the world doesn't owe you anything. The world does not owe you a single thing. You have to be the one that goes out and gets what you want in life. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody on this planet. Anywhere in this universe. Not even on some distant planet in a galaxy far, far away is there a person that owes you anything. You have to go out and get what you want in life. You have to go grab the bull by the horns and figure it out. Work on, I have this written down literally right here on my iPad. I have it written down. Not entitled. They work every single day that ends with a Y. I'm telling you, the most successful people that I know work. They just work. I'm not saying don't have family time. I'm not saying don't ever take a vacation. I'm not saying don't enjoy life. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that you have to, you can't sit around, and if you're sitting around wondering what it's like to be successful, you will never be successful. You have to write your plans out, write your goals out, work. I mean work, not sit and surf through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all of that. I'm talking about real legitimate work. James Springer, how are you? You know, Lisa Copeland talks about blocking time, where she turns off Facebook, she turns off everything. I do the same thing. You turn it off. Turn all of the distractions off. And you work on every day that ends in a Y. People are all like, oh man, the holidays are coming. I get time off. What? I've never understood that. I'm going to be honest with you. When I had employees, which I don't anymore, because I'm headed in that direction. I've got to find a good assistant that can be my right arm and my wife's right arm as well. If you guys know anybody in the Central Ohio area that would you think would be a great assistant, I'm hiring. But here's the thing. I've never understood, I just haven't. It doesn't mean that I'm right and they're wrong, but when I've had, I had a team of 10 employees and a vice president that worked for me, and I never understood when this person would come to me and say, hey, everybody wants to know, are we working the day after Thanksgiving or are we closed? Or are we working the day after Christmas or are we closed? And I was like, I'm working on Thanksgiving and on Christmas, but y'all can like do whatever you want to do, I guess. So I don't understand that mindset. It doesn't make me right and them wrong. The world needs average thinking people, okay? Because we wouldn't have a contrast. At least your VP worked for you, right? But there were times even there was that entitlement there too. So like, I cannot personally relate. Dude, Brian Hess is in Anguilla. Bro, I've been watching your IG stories. That's awesome. Channing Gardner, how you doing, man? So like Brian Hess, there's an example of a guy. Him and I are really, really good friends. Brian owns a big company over in Pittsburgh. Go Steelers. And like that dude works, man. I mean, he works, and he's not in Anguilla on a vacation. He's in Anguilla for business. It's all business going on down there. I think they're playing a little bit, but you can't be in freaking Anguilla and not play. What's up, Mickey? How you doing? So look, you've got to let go of average thinking. And honestly, if I've learned anything from Grant Cardone, that's it. Like you don't even realize sometimes how average your thoughts are. Like you don't realize it. Like let's see, I've owned this company for 16 years. Now, today, I had an unbelievable meeting with Ray Higdon and his wife, 2 days ago. I had I'm working on Zig Ziglar's daughter, Julie Ziegler. I'm doing her website. James, how in the world are you, man? How in the world are you, brother? I mean, I'm doing Johnny Wimbrey's website. These are some really, really amazing celebrities, amazing friends of mine now too, right? And so, but I've owned this for 16 years. I've worked almost every single day of my life. My wife and I have talked about this, like when was the last time we went on a vacation? I don't even remember. I think it was our Disney trip like 6 years ago. So like, you've got to work. And that wasn't a beach vacation. That was literally for the kids, for my two daughters. GC does outwork everyone. I don't know anybody that works like Grant Cardone does. I don't. I mean, that dude is non-stop. He is non-stop. So like, and I'm not saying, again, I am not saying that I'm right and everybody else is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Gotta go create a first ever home auto buying service. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Jack Branch, my brother, how you doing? Dina Kelly, how are you? So again, when you like, if you really want success, and I'm not talking about just financial, but I'm going to tell you right now, you take anybody who I mean, there are so many like people out there that they'll have a spouse pass away, they'll have, and their financial situation was not good, and then they struggle for the rest of their lives financially because somewhere along the way they got programmed to believe that you have to take every Saturday and Sunday off and go do yard work and wash the car and all that. Now, I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not saying that everybody that does that is wrong. I'm not saying that. By the way, for those of you on this stream right now, I'm doing a giveaway for anybody who shares this out and stays on the stream. Those are the rules. Cameron, how you doing? I'm giving away a 10X quote book by Grant Cardone. And I'm also giving away a free copy of Crushing Mediocrity, 10 Ways to Rise Above the Status Quo by Lisa Copeland and Renee Bangelsdorf. And those two women are amazing friends of mine and amazingly successful. So, like, my best relationships with my family are when I was working 14 to 16 hours a day. Right, dude? And again, I'm not saying I have all the answers because I don't. I truly do not. But what I do know is the harder I work over time. That's the other thing I see going on out here on social media. I see a lot of people out here that are they think that success is something that happens overnight. They think that success is something that's going to happen like, right now. They start something new and if in 6 months or a year they're not experiencing, the Tai Lopez hanging out in my garage with my Ferraris and my Bentley, then they give up and they go, oh, I gotta go do something else. Thank you, Fidel. I appreciate that. Susan, thank you. Megan Wright, how in the world are you? So, Melissa, thank you for sharing. I just saw it pop up. So, you've got to get rid of any mindset of entitlement that you have. If you feel entitled in any way, rid yourself of that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Nobody on this planet, nobody owes you anything. Nobody. You've got to let go of that feeling of entitlement. I work literally every day that ends with a Y, including the day that Thanksgiving falls on, including the day that Christmas falls on. I don't let emails sit on my phone. I don't let that stuff happen. Social media has been a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal tool for me and millions of other people. But I see so many people that are engaged, that put out social media posts, and they're doing it for attention. They're doing it so people will say hi to them or like their post or whatever, and then they don't even engage. I see it, 1,000 people say hi, and they don't say hi back to one of them. Not one. That's not the way it works. That's not the way. But anyway, I won't go into my social media rant. I want to talk about being committed to not being average, being committed to being phenomenal, being committed to no way ever are you going to have a feeling of entitlement. Nobody owes you anything. I don't care what you went through. I've been through it. They've been through it. Everybody on here has been through something that was unbelievably painful, very painful. But that doesn't mean that they walk around feeling entitled. That does not mean that the world owes them anything. Aaron Beachy, my brother, how in the world are you? Do not ever, ever, ever let yourself fall victim to feeling entitled. Ever. Don't do it. Work every day. Work every day. Like I said a little bit ago, I used to have 10 employees, and I would say I'd never understood when I would get the question, hey, are we closed on the day after Thanksgiving? What? I don't even get that. What? Of course we're not closed. I'll be here. I guess if you want to take it off with no pay, go right ahead. But I don't get that thought process. I don't understand it. I truly do not understand it. I just don't. And if you do understand it, feel free to share your thoughts right now. Share them with me and the rest of the world. Send me a hate message later, but I don't get it. I truly don't. I don't understand it. You can't walk through this life expecting to take days off and also have tremendous success in life. It's not real. How's that real? That's not real. Like I worked at Honda building cars right out of high school. And I swear, I think I probably set a record for the most overtime hours because I worked. I just worked. I worked as much as I could. They would tell me to leave. Like, dude, you're putting too many hours on the clock. Get out of here. Go home. Okay. See you guys. Peace. I'll be back early tomorrow and I'll stay late again. Like, you got to just work. And the other thing, one big thing is this. Every single successful person that I know, and when I say successful, I'm not talking about the fact that all of them that I'm referring to are multimillionaires, but to Aaron Beachy, you're killing me, dude. You're just killing the whole thing. But anyway, so you know, the all of the very, very tremendously successful people that I'm thinking of right now, the Johnny Wimbrys of the world, the Sharon Lecters, the Lisa Copelands, I mean, amazing people. Bob Berg, you know, who's incredible. John Hamlin. Let me tell you something about John Hamlin. Aaron Beachy just killed the whole stream with that comment. Dude, you just killed it. Anyway, so you know, John Hamlin raised over $2 million for the Make-A-Wish Foundation last year. $2 million in one night. So, like, here's something that all of these people have in common. Here's what they all have in common. They give. They give and they give and they give and they give. And there's always been this thing inside of me. There's always been this thing. Like, I just know that I can't, like John Hamlin, I sent John a gift one time and it was because he liked this, yeah, I knew it was a joke, dude. So, I sent John this gift one time. And it was a framed poem thing that I sent him that he commented on a Facebook post. And when I was in his office, he hands me this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but he hands this to me. And that says GC, Grant Cardone. And inside this thing is a leather-bound version of Sell or Be Sold. These are special things that John Hamlin had made up for clients and very special people to him. There are 25 of those on planet Earth, and I have one of them. Because John said to me, bro, thank you for that gift. That was phenomenal. I had this art thing made up and shipped to him. And he said to me, I will not be outgiven. And I said, dang it, I can't beat that, dude. That's incredible. So he gives me this unbelievable gift that there's only 25 of these leather-bound versions of Grant Cardone's very first book, Sell or Be Sold. And look at that. It's got a little bookmarker thing in it. It's phenomenal. And it's signed by Grant, right? So John says, I will not be outgiven. And he is not lying. He's not lying. He will not be outgiven. And the last thing I want to say is this. Never, ever, ever, never under any circumstance, never quit. Don't give up. That goes back to the very first thing, the power of tenacity. Never, ever, ever give up. Never. But you're going to hit speed bumps. You're going to have problems. If there's something in your heart saying, this is what I'm meant to be doing, this is my calling, this is what I love, this is how I'm going to help the world, this is what I'm giving back, this is my calling, this is it, then go, 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 go. And the fear that comes up when you hit those roadblocks, when you hit those walls, the fear that boils up inside, face it head on, man. You're going to have fear. You're going to have things that make you go, I'm going to quit. I can't take it anymore. That's all right. You're going to have that. And have that thought. Recognize it. Honor that thought. Honor that fear. Say, hey, what's up? What's up, fear? I got you. It's all good. And let's go. Go through it. Push through it. Don't give up. David Anthony Pereira, how in the world are you, my friend? So listen, I just wanted to pop on here and talk about some of these things. I'm going to go back and look through all of the people who shared and see who shared the most and make sure that you are on the stream all the way to the end. And if you were and you qualify, I'm going to send you this free book. The free book being Crushing Mediocrity. Crushing Mediocrity by Lisa Copeland and Renee Bangelsdorf, and the 10X, if I can hold it right, 10X quote book by Grant Cardone. It's a phenomenal book. There's some beautiful artwork, some amazing quotes, and it's something to keep by the night on your nightstand to motivate you. Sherry, you're awesome. Of course you're still here. Susan Day, thank you. Thank you. David Anthony, hey man, love you, bro. So listen, I'm telling you to push through whatever it is, push through it. Be tenacious. Lose your fear, face it. The only way to lose fear is face it. Confront what you're afraid of. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Confront what you're afraid of. Don't let fear control you. Don't let fear control you. Thank you, James. I appreciate you saying that. Hey, Abraham, how are you? Good to see you. From Amman, Jordan. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. So, entitlement, this world does not owe you anything. Jennifer, thank you. This world does not owe you a thing. Nothing. If you feel entitled in any way about anything, I'm serious. If you feel entitled about anything, you are in trouble, man. You're never going to experience true success. You're never going to have freedom. You got to learn how to let go of whatever it is that made you feel entitled. And if it's just, Sandy, thank you. If it's just that you were born, then you may want to take a look at why you feel entitled. Because look, we're all spiritual beings. I made this post earlier. I made this from South Texas. Awesome, dude. Melissa, you rock. Thank you for being here. If you are entitled in any way, if you feel entitled in any way, you got to dig deep and figure out what that is. You got to, pray, do whatever you have to do to get rid of that sense of entitlement. Get rid of the sense of entitlement and learn how to give to others. Learn how to give to others. I'm giving today. I'm doing a free giveaway where I'm sending out a couple of books to people. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I will not ship outside of the United States. My bad. I still love you guys if you're outside of the U.S. I do. But I'm not paying, unless you want to send me the shipping money, and then I'll ship you something if you win. But anyway, so listen, I just wanted to come on because I'm looking at the leaderboard. I'm looking at all of the people that I've had on that are unbelievable people, multi-millionaires, entrepreneurs that started with nothing, I started my company on a $20 loan. And that day I went out and I knocked on doors. And it was 7 hours later that I got my first Let's Roll and $600 down payment on what I was doing on a website project. Today, I'm working on Julie Ziegler, Zig Ziglar's daughter. I've built her website. Today, I'm working on Johnny Wimbrey's website. Today, I'm working with people like Sherry Matthews. Today, I can say Lisa Copeland is a client of mine. I built her website and I do her stuff all the time. Today, I have unbelievable amounts of clients and people that I love and that love me. And I'm telling you that no matter what, if you just give it everything that you have, you can blow up in life. I'm telling you. Yes, Sherry said $1,000 startup for me, and now she has over 20,000 patients. 20,000. It's insane what people are able to do when they go all in. Once you say, I am all in on this deal. I am all in on this deal. I'm going all the way and I'm not giving up no matter what. You're going to hit bumps in the road. You're going to hit walls. You got to climb over them, climb under them, get a stick of dynamite, blow them up, go around them, do whatever you have to do. But do not ever, ever, ever give up. Ever. And don't be entitled. Nobody owes you a thing. Not one single person on this planet owes you a thing. I've had people burn me for millions of dollars. God bless them. Move on. Move on. So what? Let them go. Let them go. Seriously, let them go. Anyway, I appreciate all of you. You guys have an amazing day. David, I just deleted your last comment. Keep it clean, bro. I don't want to block you. I love you, brother. So listen. Go all in. Go all in. Stop screwing around. Stop thinking that the world owes you anything, because the world doesn't owe you a thing. I'm going to go back. I'm going to find out who shared this the most. I'm going to find out who my winner is, and then I'm going to post it on Facebook, and I will tag you in it. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you to everyone on here who shared this. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Have a great day.